Most traders don't fail because they've got a full-time job. They fail because they're addicted to the illusion of trading. Every time they open their charts, they're making decisions from scratch. What market should I trade? Is this a good setup? Have I missed the move? Should I enter now? And before they know it, what was supposed to be a disciplined strategic trading session has dissolved into emotional gambling. I've seen this thousands of times, and I can tell you exactly why the 99% fail while the 1% actually build wealth. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact 4-stage routine I would use if I had a full-time job, limited screen time, and still wanted to be consistently profitable from the markets. This isn't theory, this is framework that is used to develop top traders. And you need to stay until the final stage because it's the part 90% of you will want to skip, and it's the exact same reason you've been repeating the same mistake for years. Let's destroy a myth right now. You don't need to sit in front of 6 monitors for 8 hours a day to trade professionally. That's a lie you've been sold by people who want you to be addicted to their brokerage. In fact, for many traders, more screen time simply creates more opportunities to make catastrophic decisions. More charts, more setups, more temptations, more overtrading. Believe it or not, a part-time trader can have a massive advantage. Why? Because your limited time forces you to become ruthless. It forces you to become selective. The routine I'm about to give you has 4 stages. Morning preparation, managing the workday, your focused trading window, and your review process. Each stage has non-negotiable purpose. If you blur the lines between them, your decision-making collapses. Let's get into stage 1. Your first session happens before your working day even begins. You're not opening your laptop to place trades, you're opening it to build the architecture of your day. This can take 10 to 15 minutes maximum. Step 1. Check the economic calendar. Are there major news announcements today? Interest rate decisions, inflation data, central bank speeches, anything that injects chaos into the market. You aren't trying to predict the news. That's a fool's game. You just need to know when the volatility is coming so you aren't getting caught in the crossfire. Step 2, check your chosen markets. And I mean your chosen markets, not 25 random currency pairs, 3 commodities, and whatever crypto is trending on Twitter. For a part-time trader, focus on 2 to 4 markets. The more that you watch, the less that you will understand. Mastery requires focus. Mark your important areas, previous daily highs and lows, major support levels and resistance levels, what you may call liquidity zones, the higher time frame structure of which way the market is trending. You write down 2 scenarios. Scenario 1. What exact sequence of events needs to happen for you to take a long or buy position? Scenario 2. What exact sequence of events needs to happen for you to take a short position? Notice the language I'm using. You're not saying the markets will go up. You're saying if price does this, I will execute this. That single shift in psychology moves you away from gambling and towards professional execution. And here is the golden rule of stage 1. If price does not reach one of your planned areas, you do absolutely nothing. That is not a failed trading day. That is successful discipline. This is where 80% of traders destroy their accounts. They do their morning prep, they feel disciplined, and then they spend their entire working day secretly checking TradingView under the desk. 1 glance becomes 5, 5 becomes 20, then they see a massive momentum candle, FOMO kicks in, and they assume they're missing the move. And then they go and execute a market order with 0 confirmation. Your job during the working day is not to trade. Your job is to let the markets develop. You can do this by simply setting alerts at the exact zone you identified in your morning prep. then close the app. An alert means price has reached an area worth reviewing. It does not mean I'm ready now, immediately press buy or sell. There is a massive difference. An alert brings your attention back to your plan. It does not replace the plan. If you lack self-control, remove the trading apps from your home screen. Disable the random price notifications. You need to engineer friction between your emotional impulses and your broker account. Because if you can enter a position within 3 seconds of feeling fear or greed, eventually you will. And this stage will feel like you're doing nothing. Good professional trading is 90% waiting. You are protecting your capital, preserving your mental bandwidth, and preventing decisions that were never part of your strategy. Now we reach your trading window. For most, this is the evening. For some, it might be early morning. The time doesn't matter, but the boundaries do. You need one defined, fenced-off period where you are authorized to analyze and execute, not random access throughout the day. Let's say your window is between 7 and 8 p.m. When you sit down, you do not start with a blank chart. You return back to that blueprint you built in the morning, and you ask yourself these 4 questions. Has price reached one of my planned areas? Has my required confirmation occurred? Is the potential reward mathematically worth the risk? And can I execute this trade without breaking one of my rules? If the answer is no to any of those, this is not a trade. This is where amateurs message me and say, but Samuel, the setup looks really good. Looking good is irrelevant in trading. A trade must fit the exact parameters of the strategy that you have been backtesting. Otherwise, the data is rubbish. You cannot determine if a strategy has an edge if you're constantly contaminating your planned trades with spontaneous emotional decisions. Before you click buy or sell, you need to calculate the risk. Your position size is dictated by mathematics, your account size, your maximum risk tolerance, and the distance to your stop loss. Remember, it is never based on how confident you feel. Confidence is an emotion. It is not a risk management tool. I would rather watch a trader risk 0.5% consistently and lose than watch them vary their risk based on their ego and win. You must also have a daily loss limit. Hit your limit, close your platform. No revenge trading. No, I'm just going to do one more trade to win it back. No trying to fix your P&L before the end of the day. The objective of a single day is not to make money. The objective is to execute your edge flawlessly, so the probabilities can play out over a series of the next 100 trades. But listen to me carefully. Even if you execute stage 1, 2, and 3 perfectly, you will still fail if you ignore what comes next. There is one specific metric that dictates whether you will be trading next year or whether you'll be on another blown account and a statistic. Let's look at the final stage. After your trading session, you document the reality of what just happened, not just the P&L. The P&L is a lagging indicator. A profitable trade can be a terrible trade if you broke rules just to get that profit, and a losing trade that could be absolutely perfect if you executed your plan flawlessly. Your journal is your mirror, and it must include the asset, the date, a screenshot before the entry, the technical justification, the fundamental justification, your exact entry, your stop loss, your target. How did you feel before the trade? How did you feel after the trade? How much capital was risk? What was the outcome? And crucially, did you follow your plan? And what was your emotional state before, during, and after? And did any of that actually affect your execution? The only real question that matters is, did I follow my process? Not, did I make money today? Individual outcomes are random. The process is the only thing that you can control. At the end of the week, you review this data. You look for the leaks in your psychology. Are you taking losses on a specific setup? Are you revenge trading after a loss? Are you entering prematurely? Are you moving your stop loss when price gets close? Your journal will be brutal, and it needs to be, to expose the differences between the trader you think you are and the trader that you actually are. This is the step that majority of traders avoid. They think they're above journaling. And ultimately, the reason why they avoid it is because it strips away your own excuses. When the data is staring you in the face, you can no longer blame the algorithm, the broker, the market. You can only blame yourself and how you dealt with your own process. Let's lock this in to make sure that you're on your pathway to becoming profitable. So first, morning, 10 to 15 minutes, check the calendar, map 2 to 4 markets, write your scenarios, set your alerts, close your charts. During your working day, do your actual job. Let the alerts do the monitoring. The evening window, 30 to 60 minutes. Review your alerts against your morning plan, wait for confirmation, calculate the exact risk, and execute like a machine. The review, 10 minutes. Screenshot, log the data, grade your execution, and be brutally honest about that trade. This entire routine can take 60 to 90 minutes a day. It is very structured, weaponized focus, not 5 hours of anxiety and staring at random charts. Now, why does this matter so much? Because of funded capital. At Samuel & Co Trading, we provide structured development and simulated pathways to instant funded accounts. But here's the reality check most firms won't give you. A funded account is not a license to gamble bigger. It's a test of your discipline. I don't care how fast you think that you can make money. I care if you can execute a process without self-destructing every week. Because capital simply amplifies your behavior. If you are disciplined, a $100,000 account will accelerate your wealth. If you are reckless, a $100,000 account will just let you make catastrophic mistakes on a larger scale. Here is my challenge to you. Execute what we've literally been speaking about, the exact routine for the next 20 trading days. For 20 days, ignore your P&L. Track 3 things. How many trades you planned, how many you executed perfectly to that plan, and how many times you broke the rule. Your only goal is to drive your rule breaks to 0. Because once your behavior is consistent, you finally have the data required to build the knowledge around your wealth. And if you want to know whether or not you're ready for a funded account, then click the link in the description. It is a free trader's assessment. It will tell you whether or not you should carry on studying, whether you're right for a potential account size, or whether you need to take another step within your trading journey. It's in the link in the description. It is also in the pinned comments. Make sure that you subscribe to this video. I'm trying to help traders around the world become the minority, to become profitable. And I really want to make sure that you're on the right side of the markets as much as I potentially can.